posting this, just get people saturated in what's
Start with that, yeah. And we ought to be able to download it off the website.
Yeah,
That's how people.
everything we put out, that, yeah, need to be out there now.
Yeah.
City ordinances, everything needs to be on the city website.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
But right off the bat, what I'll do, I'll get a PO to put this in the paper for maybe a month.
Yeah.
Then people kind of get used to it that way.
And
And we got these door hangers that, Mr. Andy gave that one, but I got a door.
You got door hanger with this stuff on it?
Yep,
Yeah, put that
You
information.
put that out, and get that out there. You already got them? Ordered?
I got one, I think, we got one drafted.
You're gonna get on that, man.
I thought that was what this is, but
Yeah, this was gonna be, now the other little door hanger,
okay, well, I don't know.
well, no, it's the door hanger with this right here.
Yeah.
They say a vehicle
Right,
parked
that's-
in front of it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our driver, this Tracy Meadows.
Yeah.
Tracy Meadows,
There you go.
Councilman,
So, this right here, you already got this made for door hanger?
that's what I drafted up a while back.
They've got the words. It's not in the format, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, anyway, the first thing I think we ought to talk about is the new challenge we got with the landfill. Then we can talk about other things, because there's a lot of things hanging here. Now, there's a lot of things that they weren't going to take anymore that they used to take. Now, let me ask you a question. At one point, we reopened the old city landfill to take green stuff. Are we still doing that?
Yes.
Okay. So that is a separate group and it gets taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Hill, he's the loader.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that much we don't have to worry about too much.
Yeah, that kind of helped us out there.
And but some of these other things, you know, like exercise equipment, couches, tables, dressers. Okay.
Common household stuff.
Yeah, that people need to get rid of, and as you pointed out on more than one occasion, people are going to put it out, and if they don't put it out by their house to pick up, they're going to put it somewhere else.
In the bushes.
Okay,
Right.
in the bushes, okay, on front of a vacant lot or someplace in the ditch, and somebody's going to have to pick it up somewhere. Okay, so it's better if we pick it up.
You wanna know?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I just let y'all share that.
And this is the new one for Valley. I made up on a suggestion that we might adopt, but we'll talk about that later. This is just getting you guys up to date. So, I guess there's a short-term challenge and a longer-term solution. So in the short term, you suggested, if I remember correctly, putting a dumpster, and that we would just have that empty once a month. But then, did we pick up things and put them in the dumpster?
Right.
Okay. All right.
That's why I think it's important to have a schedule, instead of people putting stuff out every day, different things.
Yeah.
That you put it out there in the paper, put the door hangers out, and say, on this day, we're gonna pick up whatever,
Yeah.
furniture, household stuff, whatever, and not just having to dump it. But we got, had to keep going round and around, different places, you might have to go to the same street 2 or 3 times in 1 week, or somebody put something out today,
Yeah.
or you set it up on the side of town, you got the town divided in 4 sectors, like we did police. Or you got some kind of schedule, they know what day you're picking up, and maybe once a month. On electronics, you're gonna pick up maybe once, or maybe twice a month, something like that. Try to, if you don't give them a schedule or something, they're gonna dump this stuff all the time, man. They're gonna keep it.
Because that's what we've been doing.
Right.
And you never knew
But then-
when the truck was gonna come by, and with it breaking down, that makes it even more complicated.
Yeah. So that's, we break it down and give them a schedule, certain days, that, or time of the month, certain items are gonna be, if they put it out there, before the schedule, whatever, some type of enforcement, something, it won't be picked up.
Okay, that's what we'll do. I'm gonna jot this down. And what I'll do, I'll get with these guys and figure out which best days we do. We need to pick up appliances and stuff like on, what days are they usually?
If you look at this schedule here, the Valley,
be kind of starting from scratch
Right.
with the new rules. But basically, they pick up yard trimmings one week, and then the next week they pick up other stuff.
Okay, this will give us a little chance to study theirs and
Yeah,
kind of pattern.
exactly.
All right, I get what he
And we
got.
may not be able to do it one
Yeah.
week, it may be 2 weeks or something, you know, depending on how it works for us.
Just say for instance, we take a Thursday and we'll be picking up mattresses
Yeah.
and dress, you know, how
Mattresses,
furniture.
mattresses, furniture, that kind of stuff, you know, yeah, and so,
All right.
exactly, and then the next week, you just pick up yard trimmings, you know, branches, and they also have size limits on there. How big the pile can be and what size, they won't take, in fact, I saw the limb truck one time trying to pick up a tree trunk about this size in front of somebody's house, and you know, that's not for y'all to do.
Yep.
You may do that to the electric guys, but you ought not to do that to just plain homeowners. I think,
This is
I
it.
can get what it says 4 inches or 6-inch diameter here.
Well, this is the thing I think we ought to do, and I don't know what you guys think about this idea. We get these door hangers made, and during 1 month, I'll assist the meter reading guys to go around with them, because I wouldn't want to add nothing else extra to do.
Cause they already going out door to door
Right.
anyway, so,
Put this door hanger on doors
uh-huh.
during that time. That way, if nobody have social media, don't nobody get the newspaper, it can't, you know, cause good them say it ain't enough room on your bill to put all this stuff.
Right.
No notice.
Yeah.
So what we can do is send some people around, make sure we cover all, take the same book that they got. What we normally read the meter and do a door hanger. You know it's on there, you know you got it. We'll take the one month
One
aside
time
and get
around,
that.
and then whenever somebody new signs up, you give them one.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, even if we had been doing that for 5 years, we'd be.
Yeah, we
okay,
did a good check.
you know?
So the door hanger would be.
Door hangers, handouts to new accounts.
And we could do that when they read meters. I'll send a team out, we had the same book, cause we hit them before, so we know what to do.
Yeah.
Also, you know, newspaper as well.
Newspaper, yeah, 'cause some people still read it.
Yeah.
Although it's gotten to be so pitiful, I don't read it much anymore.
And the wheel,
I think the sun is setting.
And if they can put it, now they put it on front page, or somewhere second, somewhere in that, in a little corner where a lot of people, you know, open that newspaper up and they'll, overlook it, put it so people can see it. you know.
Right.
Yeah, it need to be on the front page.
That, yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
Well, we'll see how that works, front page. We'll probably do that for lunch.
so I tell you what we'll do, among us, once we making these short notes, among us, the supervisors and the drivers and we'll narrow this thing down, and then we'll have another one. But in the meantime, you know, we'll look at the door hanger, newspaper,
Yeah.
and then get this schedule put in the paper.
Yeah.
And, pretty quick.
Yeah, because they need to know what they can,
Yeah.
what you won't pick up, what
Right.
you can't get rid of. So,
Mhm.
but then, you know, we've got the alternative of putting things in the dumpster.
This is one other thing. I don't know, on the sanitation side, do we try to get enough money out of the limb truck, out of our garbage pickup? And it's something that you councilman might look
We
at.
talked about raising the fees.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we, maybe should one be opposed just for debris pickup, instead of trying to suck that little bit out of, you know, the garbage, what we do? Because see, I think what they're doing, the waste away, what we do for garbage, they handle the garbage, but we still have a cost over here on, this thing is getting bad, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's big business.
Yep.
And that's how they make money off scrap and debris pickup. I think we just basically going in the hole, just picking stuff up, cause we don't have enough
Right.
revenue coming in to cover
You
waste
don't.
away in there.
You don't.
And I think this is what Amway is pushing, because
Is to do it all.
it's to do it all.
Well, hey, and you know, that's something to think about,
Yeah,
you know, because it's an option. It gets us out of the headaches of dealing
we
with
don't have to
this.
do it, let the, we
Well,
can,
what
It
they
becomes
doing,
somebody else's
what
problem.
they doing with the net, they ain't going around household, they supplying them with it. They already, see Lynette, when I called World, had C&C picking up the garbage. Amway went in and bought them out, or Amway owned the landfill, right? So they just had to start going to dumpsters, but now Amway got the garbage and supplying them with the dumpsters. So they got, see Lynette.
Okay,
Well, Valley don't even deal with it too much, they got Valley already.
yeah.
But Fed got waste away,
Well, Valley, they pick up,
but we dumping in Amways on the trash side, so that's the only one they don't
well,
have.
Valley, they pick up at each house,
Who do?
the Amway people.
Not, with the boom truck too?
With the boom truck, yes, sir, they do.
Okay.
You can see them over there doing it.
See, they got Valley wrapped up, 'cause I talked to they,
Yeah, but
public
they do
works.
that.
But my question, is there a separate, are they charging them a separate fee for, or that included in the garbage, whatever?
see,
Do they have a certain fee for debris and all that?
well, see, Lewis might figure it out, he might get called.
Yeah.
Well, I talked to the mayor over in Jackson Gap. They got, they told me some company that they use, and they, of course, they pay their garbage and all this through the county, and
Mhm.
they pay so much, like $59 every 3 months. But that includes garbage, pickup, and dumpster. I mean, they provide the city, the town with a dumpster
Mhm.
for big stuff and all that, and they,
For things that you don't want in the
Right.
rubbish bin, yeah.
but we should look at, like I said, a company that, you know, can pick up that stuff, you know, the stuff that our guys are doing here, and we can, you know, look
See,
at.
now, I'll be honest with you, it might be cheaper for Amways to do it anyway, because when you look at what Amways charge that they dumping, and see, the guy explained to me that what's happening with the landfill, Wasteaway charging 48, right? Amway charging 30. They got companies picking up stuff out of Lee County, bringing it all the way, they can make enough money by picking it up in Lee County and bringing it up here, saving $18. Say if they make $8 a ton or $10 a ton, well, look how much money that is a year. Even though they had to drive much further, because it's so much cheaper than waste away.
So, you think we should look at going with Amwaste on
Yeah.
garbage, and let them do the
And
garbage,
they do.
debris and everything, pick up everything? They provide the dumpster.
Hey, we ought to talk to them anyway.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna decide now.
No, I'm just saying, to look at the options. I mean,
Yeah.
if they can provide the service, the garbage, the picking up, I mean, the dumpster, all we gotta do, people put it in the dumpster, they gonna come pick the dumpster up, we don't have to haul it nowhere and all that. Cause the money you gonna save with buying a truck and doing all that other stuff, you just let, if the one shot, if they gonna do it all, I mean, garbage.
That could be a possibility.
Okay, but you guys do support the electrical crews when they're out there trimming trees and things.
Well, they can do stuff, they still can do that kind of stuff.
I understand, but we need to remember that happens also, and that
A lot.
yeah, okay, a lot. I've seen a lot of it lately. Of course, this is the right season to do it when you're not mowing and doing all those things.
But that stuff's just gonna be that's the green stuff, picking up about trimming,
Yeah,
trees and limbs and stuff,
But it's
that's the department.
gotta be done.
yeah.
But I'm saying that we're not gonna stop doing that, but I'm saying, but if we're gonna, you know, I'm talking about picking up mattress and all this household stuff that you
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
and all this
Swing
stuff.
sets
And then, two, I think, don't they require them to put it in bags and all that? The
They
leaves?
don't want it in there.
They don't want it in bags, the leaves and all that?
well, if you read this,
Okay.
it says, if you put your leaves and clippings in a bag, then you put it out the other week. If you have a trimmings week, you just make a pile of stuff. If you put it in a bag, you put it out the other week when they're picking up bookcases and things. Okay, but you know, hey, that's okay.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
So, all right, we picking up everything, right? So what we gonna pick up, what y'all gonna put in the roll-off can? Cause you know, they got all this, I know they try to separate, but people ain't gonna separate like now. They got household stuff, TV, everything to heat up under them.
I know, and that's what we're gonna try to educate them to do that.
I'm just saying, when you get it done, what y'all wanna put in, we just gonna put the beer, the mattress, no leaves or nothing going in there with them.
This is my plan, because if we, what I did yesterday, I met with Alan Scrap, I talked with Wasteaway. Wasteaway was my first option, because we was already tired.
Sure.
But now, after I talked to Alan Scrap, Wasteaway wanna bring a dumpster for $350, regardless of what's in it,
Oh, okay.
pick up, drop. Now, Alan Scrap was option to bring one bigger than what Wasteaway. First, see how much it costs. They would charge like $300. But for maybe a month or two, figure out what it's actually gonna cost before we make a commitment with somebody else, you see what I'm saying? Cause we don't know exactly how much weight we'll get in something like that.
Yeah,
And we ain't obligated to them,
yeah.
or they'll just bring one
Okay,
that will.
so that'd be a
So we can
test.
kinda test it out.
Okay.
What we know we're gonna be dealing with. Well, do it last 2 weeks? Or do it last 3 weeks or 40 yards? Or what?
Let's get in one.
And still continue to take stuff that we can down here because it's at a lower rate.
Right.
Sure.
You saying trying Allen straps?
For
What about-
maybe a couple of months, we'll
Yeah.
figure out what
For-
kind of number we gonna sell.
For certain items,
Yeah. For the items that they won't take.
but items they won't take, items on this list.
Till we figure out, well, what is actually gonna cost us a month. Cause no way you can do a budget when you don't even know where you're going.
That's right.
See, I might end up calling them 3 times, and that's $1,000, and we still gotta go down here, or the other way, I'm spending $650 and I done covered,
Yeah.
you know. I might spend $650 a month, I might spend $1,200, it just depends on
Yeah,
which
we
one
don't,
works
yeah,
out
we
better.
don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, this is all
And
learning.
two, that's why too, it's real important to have that schedule. You know, we're not gonna, if they put it out there on days that we're not, the schedule to pick it up, guess what? It's just gonna sit in front of the house,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, they can just call all they want, but that would
Yeah.
happen now, yeah.
Put that schedule out there, put it in, and, you know, advertise it, whatever, so they know,
Yeah.
they go dumping stuff, put it out there, and,
3 days of the week,
right,
we gotta post it for it.
you know, so.
Now, we saved a lot of money by doing the greenery over here. It saved on miles,
Yeah.
gas,
Oh, yeah.
fuel.
That's why I asked you right up front,
Yeah.
if we were
Yeah.
still doing that, because
Yeah, we still doing
made a
that.
lot of sense to me.
Yeah, we saving a lot of money, cause
I think,
now you talk, so see, at one time, we wasn't even paying the $17.
Yeah,
Then they opposed that.
yeah.
Then that's $17 a year. And we pick up really more green than we do
Oh,
debris,
yeah, I think that's right. It's just,
for some reason.
well, because there's a lot of, we have big lots in this town. And people that try to keep them clean, you end up with branches and
But I think we're losing out. I don't know, we need to charge $1 a month, $2 a month extra, or something I think need to be a balance, cause what's gonna happen? We've been hit with an extra cost, and
Yeah.
we ain't made no
I'd
adjustment.
say about $5 a month.
Yeah, I mean, for
Everybody bill,
for
$5
that
a
truck,
month.
yeah.
We'll go towards, cause we gotta get a new truck. We're tired, I mean, we can keep that old one too,
Yeah,
as a backup, whatever. We need to get a purchase, a brand new truck,
yeah.
with everything you need. Got the money we spend on repairs, and it's down for a week, 2 weeks, a month, with no parts, all that. And that thing is old. How old is that truck? And it's in, you look at that thing around our town, it's, you know, to look at it, for one, I mean, that's embarrassing. I mean,
It's
it's,
15, 16 years old.
yeah, and just to see that thing, no, we can do better than that, man. We spend money on everything else. And I think that, the ARPA money, that $600-something we got,
Should just get it out of that.
we can use for that.
Oh,
The
we-
county using that, they spending $900-something that they got buying, truck equipment. That, they just approved that last week. They're gonna, you know, so we're gonna,
we need to think about water mains.
well, we're gonna do that. But I'm saying,
It's
this
gonna
is
bust the
a big,
budget up if you don't. I mean,
but I'm saying,
Nothing matters if you don't have water.
what was,
well, with this new, and we
Yeah,
got more,
water.
there's more
Water.
money that's coming
Yeah.
for,
Water.
infrastructure, water and all that stuff, but I'm saying, you got $600-something sitting there, we haven't done anything with it. This is a high priority, that'll save us spending $100-something out of our budget
that's
money.
right, it's hard to
And
make
that federal
budget.
money, I mean, that's money that the government gave us to use,
Yeah.
and we need to use, that's a high priority.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I say, I'm in favor, get what you need as far as the price on a new truck.
Yeah.
And we bought a new fire truck, we needed it, we've been needing a limb truck forever.
Yeah.
You want the guy to do a job, and people, you know, they got a job, you can't do it, you know, you got the right stuff to work with, and
Yeah, we
in
can.
this time, I think 15 years old, like I said,
The
all
trail-
these city
The
vehicles.
trail is over there.
That, and like I said, all these old pickup and trucks and stuff we got rolling around here, that's embarrassing, that don't say much for the city of Lafayette.
Yeah.
You know, you want folks to do a good job, but, you know, you gotta give them what they need, and, you know, so we need to look at,
They do a good job. I mean,
Yeah.
with the way they having to separate stuff now, they used to just pick it up, and man, it just, these last 2 or 3 years, it take more, it makes them go slower, we have to go twice as many times around,
Well,
and now we stuck that, well,
and that's why it helps to.
everything throw it out on the front of their page.
Well,
What
and
is
that's,
it?
but that's why we need to have some rules,
yeah.
so that they know to separate things. Because right now, nobody's told them to do that. You know? It would help you guys, you could do your job better if you didn't have to sort through it.
We probably gonna get 100 TVs probably in the next two months, when income tax time comes. And people buy mattresses and TVs this time of the year.
So we need to go and get something out there and put in place, you know, give them a date, a certain time
Yeah.
for TVs and stuff like that to be, we're gonna only pick them up, you know, go and get a schedule, put that on the schedule or something, so we can put it out there. I think that'd be good though, getting that dumpster from Allen just to try to see.
We need to just
Yeah,
do a
local.
test.
Sure, that's a
And we
good
won't be
thing.
done sign no agreement with nobody, cause then if Amway come in here and make us a better offer on it,
Well,
we ain't sign no agreement with them.
Yeah.
Well, the next couple of months, we need to be done figured out
we need,
something.
but having something we could try, you know, without a long-term commitment, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
good.
we're gonna deal with Alex scrap. I talked to several people, and they kinda schooled me. And the one you asked me about Sand Hill, I got some education on that.
That's D&J.
D&J, they won't let certain
Yeah.
companies even come in there and dump.
Yeah, I saw that the other day, I looked at it.
Now, they're a recycling facility, but
Okay.
they kinda got a monopoly on it. If they own it, they don't have to even deal with you, know.
Yeah.
And that's why he said a lot of it coming from Lee County up here to Chamber County. And they gonna fill this one up for long, I guarantee
You
you.
see, Lee County, they're going away from the dumpsters, starting, let's say March, April,
They can't
sometime.
control what's in
This
it.
month, yeah, they moved, taking up all them dumpsters, they got them all over the place, they went past, everybody got to get a trash can,
Yeah,
and,
those are not exactly very scenic anyway.
yeah, so they went away from that.
They can't control it.
They're using a dumpster, I thought they gonna, in different like communities, like, Smith Station,
Yeah.
gonna put a dumpster, I don't know how they doing it over.
Well, she told me from waste to waste, they did with Smith Station.
Uh-huh.
They let it stay there 5 days a week, and on every Friday they had to come get it. Because contractors fill it up,
Yeah,
all
Oh, yeah.
kind of stuff in it.
Yeah, well, that's one of the
And
problems.
people
we
out
run
of the
into.
county, so they are, every Friday they come move them off site.
and they got it at City Hall, behind City Hall, I think, they got a dumpster behind City Hall on Smith Station.
That's the other thing you have to think about is
Where
it's
you gonna
gonna,
put it?
the dumpster's gonna attract trash,
Yeah.
okay?
And the contractors, when they get a building permit, I write on that, you need a dumpster on site. That's another thing.
Yeah.
People bring stuff from out of town.
Yeah.
We stuck with all kind of stuff. I know it's not from the Fed, cause we just kinda have an eye about all construction stuff.
Yeah.
You'll go on Mill Village over there, and there's a pile, hide that clock, it didn't even come down, and the brothers there can tell you who brought it, stuff like that. So, those are the things, and Lynette said they had the same
Yeah, and
problem.
you can't control that perfectly anyway, but you can at least make the dent in it. Okay. So we got some good ideas here.
Can you get us a price on a new truck and everything, have it for the next council meeting?
Yeah, it's a two-part deal now. I told the mayor, J.M. Woods is having an auction mid-March.
There's a company I found online, I sent it to Councilman Hunter yesterday, I didn't get a chance to look, send it to you too.
Yeah,
They sell the trucks with the grappler and everything,
Already
they get
fabricated.
already attached to the truck, so.
No, you sent it to my phone, or you sent it to
I didn't
email?
send it to your phone, I sent it to the mayor and sent it to Councilman Hunter
Okay.
yesterday.
These are big outfits, so I'm not sure they work in some of our neighborhoods.
Now,
They
the
got
drop-
different
I'm not
sizes, you
saying-
looked at the
I'm
whole
not saying-
catalog, but
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
saying no,
I'm just saying,
I'm just saying
they
we need to be careful, because you got some pretty tight places that you.
Well, that is driveway right there, he can tell you, that's
they
why I
got
got
different,
you got
they
some
got
pretty
different
tight
size
places
truck,
to
look
go
at the,
into, right?
website and the catalog, they got different
It's-
sizes.
I mean, what I don't, well, for me,
Yeah,
I've been over in Big Rig, so the little place I've been turning around, it just ain't, it ain't no problem with me. I got 53-foot trailer, so that right there ain't no 53 foot. I can get around, everywhere I'm being, I can get a truck around in them, so ain't no problem turning around.
Yeah.
all right.
But
If
they
it
got
ain't gooseneck, you saying it ain't no problem.
No,
Mhm.
they got, yeah. And a lot of them. like I
What
said,
did you find this company on?
He's looking right now.
So y'all won't go back on no gooseneck no more?
Well, we don't know.
That gooseneck is a two-part deal, what I was trying to explain.
But I'm saying, yeah, that's why so we get one,
Is it good
get
or
away
bad?
from that.
I'm just, my first time getting this kind of work. I mean, I always go Big Rig on rock.
He asking you, is the gooseneck good?
Yeah, I mean, they should be.
Now, the
It seems
gooseneck is good for turning around.
Yeah.
That's,
turn around.
see, that's what I was thinking, it was big help for turning around.
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
you
get up,
you can always go around
get up
to
on Springfield and you come up there to the end of it,
and the one behind, which called Fifth Avenue back there.
Fifth Circle.
Now you good back there.
and you go up there and you turn around, and, you know, I bet, imagine that gooseneck.
Yeah, it does, it turns short.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah,
What I'm seeing, not being driving y'all truck, they're really good.
okay.
But they have it at auction if we decide to go with a two-part deal. Or either we can go down to the DOT, or we bought the
When
track,
did auction that damn wood, when it hit?
Coming up.
mid-March, ain't
Mm-hmm. This one right here.
about 2 weeks.
Well, how much of that running, I mean, depends.
It depends, you know, you gonna buy a truck that ain't brand new. Now, we could go down to the DOT where I bought the backhoe and we buy some of our equipment, and then you get that from the state.
They got them.
Yeah, they probably have some type of truck down there, yeah. Now, they don't have a boom truck, they gonna have a truck that we can fabricate to the boom truck, and the trailer gotta be made to match the boom truck.
But if you can find one that's already, you
Now,
know, already
that's probably
matched
gonna
up, the
be,
one already got the,
That's-
I'm finding the website and get it to you. I'm saying, you can find one that already, that got the truck
Y'all got catalog on the back?
thing with the,
You mean with the bed already
with
on?
the bed already on and the grapple attached to it already, and no two-part, you know,
Ain't no two-part truck.
yeah, but that's, kind of get away from that. I've seen, you know,
Yep.
I see them all the time, man.
Yep.
That's old.
Yep.
Get something, you get something because they're gonna last, something newer, or I would say a brand new one.
The bed bigger on, is the bed bigger than, on, the gooseneck?
Bed big on the gooseneck.
They got different sizes, I mean, you got,
Well, see, you're the guys that have to tell us what size works for you, okay?
Cause I'm looking at one of the big guy, why Indy?
That trailer down there carries up to 7,000. I look at the ticket, a little over 7,000 pounds. When they pretty good, they're loaded pretty good. So that's, you know, 3.5 tons, 3 tons or better. So those tickets range from about $75 to about $100. So a lot of times you think about this now, they don't want to go 3 times a day no more. But depending on what we picking up too, the
Of course,
solids.
and the season and everything.
Yeah. And I mean, some stuff will fill that truck up quicker than others.
Yeah,
But
sure.
they can have some tickets over $100. So then, if they go down there 3 times a day, with a big load, you looking at $300 a day. So you can see how much.
Oh, yeah.
Just tell you.
and these trucks too, like we can buy straight out, or they even have places that you can finance them, or we can get it financed through a bank, or whatever we need to do, man, look at it, look at some options, and that's a need, like I said, we get, go on and get that, so we know that's taken care of, we don't have to worry about no truck.
For a
And that
while.
truck can be used for whatever, you
Yeah.
know, like if you have the light department, whoever.
That's another thing they need. They probably wouldn't be able to get nothing like that, so we can get that other one to them. They don't cut all the time.
Right, they need,
Yeah,
you
and they
gotta
got-
have a new one,
Yeah, but they need something that we pull off and do that.
but they can do it themselves.
Yeah. See, like right now, we probably ain't picked up in 2 weeks
Yeah.
in the truck. I don't know when they even started. Cause we having parts is hard to get right now, so.
Yeah.
We almost looking at a 3-week pile up on the side, curve.
Wow.
I mean, it's hard to get fixed and it costs. The back end probably sell gonna be over, $2,500 just the back end.
It's on the king.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes they run, that kind of will run $4,000
Yeah.
off the top,
Yeah.
quick.
Wow.
You know what damage you did to it and
Yeah.
everything.
But our next step beyond what we just first started talking, we might need to get Amway executives and talk to them. And we might get a better deal if them supplying the dumpster and we just pick it up.
And then we gotta schedule, this is their schedule with Valley use them already, right?
Right. Valid and that.
Other than that, so, you know,
And right now, the reason I didn't really want to deal with waste away because they $18 more per ton plus 30 something.
we're gonna save money by going Amway anyway,
Yeah.
it look like.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I said, they're communicating,
They communicate.
so that's,
Yeah.
and we get this, put it out there, and then we put it on our city website,
And the next thing, also put this on the hanger,
yeah.
on your second go round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
well, and give it to people when they come and sign
And
up.
what the reason I came up with this because the driver sometimes, a truck, you go down the housing right, the car's in front of the pile.
Mhm.
And they'll, sometimes they used to be, they could hear it, pick it up, they'll go around 2 times, people done come out and moved it. But sometimes there's a car in front of it, they can't get the pile, so you
Or
can
we,
say,
we
well,
put
this,
a notice out to, in the housing authority, I mean,
yeah,
or they need a dumpster,
Yeah.
but see, the housing authority, we need to reach out to them, they need to be providing a dumpster for their people to put stuff in. That shouldn't be on the city.
You know, that's what I'm
You
saying.
shouldn't be.
They got their own budget, they got money to pay
Yeah.
for that, and just
They-
like
they have
any
their own.
and everybody else, they need, we need to,
But do we charge them for like garbage,
who?
the public house? I wonder if that on their bill,
Garbage.
pick up,
How do we charge?
that's a good question.
Okay, that's
We need to check on that, because they got trash cans, and they go through there and picking up trash in the projects and all that, you know, each
They don't even have a
But they need a
dumpster.
But I'm saying, they need a dumpster, that's big, they need a dumpster for that household stuff.
But
all that.
I know down at Valley View, they have dumpster for the.
Yeah, Valerie does, and any wood over there where I used to live.
Well, yeah, they
So
probably,
we need to reach out to the housing authority then, and tell
Well,
them, they
we
need
need
to
to
provide.
find out first, do we charge it?
Well, we can check with City Hall, I mean,
They-
everybody that got a light bill, they
Yeah.
paying for garbage, I think garbage is on their light bill.
Yeah.
They paying for garbage pickup, each individual. But we need, the housing authority we need to get with them and have them provide a dumpster, all that household stuff, we should be going through there picking up that household stuff.
Cause they ain't gonna move, I mean,
Yeah,
someone gonna come out there and see you,
yeah.
they gonna go right back in the house.
And
You know
then-
what,
and then
I
call
ride
them.
right on
And
through.
then soon we go back by, they call Mr. Jordan.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
them
they call
guys
them.
go through, they put it in a place where they can't, the guys can't get it.
Mhm.
But again, we need to get with the housing authority, probably never been discussed, but
Mhm.
you go to Auburn and other places, they got dumpsters and stuff.
They are.
The housing authority provide dumpsters, so,
Yeah, you're exactly
you know,
right.
And that makes sense, cause you know, it's kinda crowded.
yeah, we need to reach out to the housing authority, we need to be on them, you know, or they pick up that stuff that their tenants put out there, you know,
That's
that.
true, just about anywhere you go, in a apartment complex, something, they got a dump.
See, that's, you know, it's just like, with every business in the city need to have need to have a dumpster,
They sure do,
you know,
but they don't.
but we need to, that's another thing we need to look at too, we need to make sure, amend the ordinance or come up with a new one, whatever, they
Well,
require to have one, if they, especially when they come to get a business license, or to open up, and get utilities and
We
all
talk,
that.
any business that I have anything to do with, when we get started up, they get all that information. We make sure they have dumpsters, certain things, I educate them on, cause I know what they're supposed to do. Maybe it's something our code enforcement guy, if we ever get one, he can start it.
Hey, look,
I'm,
code enforcement is not something we do here.
well, I mean,
Right,
we, actually, they need to be the one to start checking businesses, 90% of the businesses, they don't have a license.
But you know, we got oversized signs for the elections coming up already, and nobody does anything about it. You know,
But anyway,
I nagged the mayor and the police chief, they drive right by 'em.
save your breath on that.
yeah. Okay, but I think this was a good place to start.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and we can, what I'd ask all of you to do, okay? And if you got any other ideas, is come back with ideas, and we'll have another meeting.
Yeah.
And we'll try to start making things concrete. We had a good exchange today. I'm sure we missed some things that y'all are gonna think about. So let's get back together. I'll try to set something up for next week, and we'll.
Yeah, give me about a week. to
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Track this down. And
A
then-
week from today or something like that, you know, would be good.
Yeah.
And then that would give us a chance to put something together for the city council meeting on Monday,
Right.
okay? So, if, you know, y'all do that, think about it,
Yeah,
take some of the ideas we've been throwing around and we'll sit down and we'll try to write down the details of what we think we ought to do, okay?
I'm gonna contact
Have you
Amber.
seen the trucks that Lynette or Val, the type truck they have? Does Lynette have a new type truck?
I can't
Have you
remember.
seen it?
I know they got one with the truck all together,
Yeah.
like not a show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Did
we
you
got
get a
gooseneck, you got gooseneck, you got show, and then you got
there's
You know, one-
one piece truck. I've
one
seen
piece,
over
yeah.
there.
If you get a chance, go down there, take a look, get some pictures of it, man, and
Yeah.
take a trip
a,
out there.
they see them every day.
Do you?
Exactly.
Okay, well, hey, that's something you can tell us. Talk to the drivers, ask them what they think of their trucks, okay? Do us a favor on that if you can, and bring back that information.
You know what Public Works, Lynette Public Works
What
here,
works well
down there?
for you
Yep.
guys.
Well, Rocky Boat used to be, he was superintendent now, and I talked to Rocky.
I don't see them like on the street every day. I see them when I go down there, like on the weekend.
That's better.
They be all
Take
right
a
around
look, talk with them and get pictures
I
of
just
that
see them
truck.
come in the left field.
See one you like, the one that, you know, what they got them at or whatever, because say, we can go ahead and,
That's right. They don't
I think
really-
we'll get that money from that ARP money, and that ARPA money, and that's, say, that money that won't come out of the budget, but that's, you know,
The budget
we can
won't.
use that money for that.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's another thing we need to do too, is we need to have a grip on what all money is coming in, because there's a lot of it,
yeah,
and we need to
and
allocate.
that's a priority, man,
That's-
before they
that's-
start buying some other property, buying something else, go and get that truck, that new truck you need.
Yeah.
And then we start, I wanna get a list too, of all the trucks you got in your fleet, pickup trucks. Did you, get pictures of them, how old they are, how many miles on them? I'm serious, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask every department, ask Mr. Hunter to put it out so we can get every department, 'cause we got a lot of vehicles, man, stuff riding around, be like, it's embarrassing and it's unsafe, some of the stuff we got out here
You'd be
with
surprised.
Citadel Fed on the side of it.
Yeah.
You know, you know, we can look at buying a fleet, I mean, while we're going to, you know, we need new stuff, man. Every time I go to Lynette, when I'm out and about, I see those trucks, you know, Public Works and,
They
I
don't
mean,
look
they got
like
nice, no, man, Ford, and Lake Auto Fords, and,
Can I ask, I don't know if y'all gonna do it or not, but this is my, I don't know, I was.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, this is a
Have
day
y'all,
for ideas.
have y'all ever thought about leasing, then if some tell you can always get a new truck all the time?
Yeah.
I mean, I
that's a good option.
That's a
Rather
good
than buying out
option.
front, yeah, you get a better deal, you
Yeah.
get a whole bunch of them,
Yeah.
and the payments on them a whole lot less.
Then when the time change out, they'll bring some more to you.
Yeah,
Now, that's an option, I don't know,
Yeah.
I see how them coming out drive for, they
But
lease
the
those trucks
county,
out.
county do that.
they lease them, man, instead of buying them outright. You know,
Yeah.
that's what we need to look at. That's why I say, give a list of all the
I would,
trucks you got, vehicle that you got on your fleet, and, we can look at that, and we can look at, start checking around and, on prices of leasing.
But you still have to have enough money coming in
Right,
every month. to
Right,
pay for-
right, right,
pay for
right.
that
that's
lease.
why he got a
So
good
we
idea.
have to start.
If we buy them, we won't have to worry about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, but you do, because someday you're gonna have to buy new.
We got some money now that we ain't had to deal with the budget. Budget's on it. It's gonna blow it out. You
Okay,
can't hardly
but
do
the budget,
anything in
we
your
had
budget
invested on the
because
budget already, but I was saying, we use that, some of that money for that
You cut it
ARPA
every
money
time
to
you
go and
take
get
money.
that new limb truck. But you look at how much money we spend on repairs, and
Oh, yeah.
it's down 2 weeks, 3 weeks, waiting on a part. And that thing, that's the ugliest truck I've seen on, riding around.
Yeah,
the back of the trailer like a 2003.
Okay, but still, that's old too.
Yeah, it's all.
But it's time for something, you know,
But I'll say this, it actually runs do good, much of that thing work. If
Uh-huh.
nothing in the city runs, that thing runs every
but
day.
it wouldn't hurt to have a new one and have that
It
one,
wouldn't cost.
you know.
I'm tired of struggling trying to keep it running.
Yeah, so,
It's tough.
like I said, go around and take a trip down to Ness or wherever, and look at those truck, get pictures of the one they got, and talk to them about, you know, which one
Where
work
they
best.
got it at.
And we, yeah.
If you can forward me that info he sent to you,
I'm
I'll.
fine. I think it's custom,
He'll forward to
I'll send it to
You
you.
got it, man. Yeah.
He'll forward to
Do
me.
that.
Then I can get the call in.
Cause it, as a matter of fact,
Hey, could we look at the truck for y'all purchase, I mean, just us?
Yeah, yeah, we
we
can.
Yeah,
We gonna look at the truck before y'all buy it?
yeah.
That's why I got y'all here today, to let y'all know let them know what kind of challenge it is out there now, like I said, it used to be easy, they used to go to pile, grab it up, take it up and gone. It's
At the end, the boom we got now, sometimes they set it off so far
from
back, the boom don't reach out for them. Then sometimes you can't get them for grad, then you know.
That's why too, when you run into a situation like that,
Yeah.
them door hangers, we
put it on now,
I think.
we did not pick up this stuff because
because of this.
of that. We put it hang on the door, so now they know, they've been informed, they know. They call and complain, and you got a record of it, that you put one on there,
If they had to move it one time, guess what? They'll put it out there right the
you
next.
get a little camera or
Replace
something,
Curbside.
that you can take a picture of it, you hung that door hanger, you got, or we get the door hanger, or the, yeah, that'd be good.
I've been trying to get City Hall to get them door hangers for about 2 years.
I know.
You got a PO, I mean,
Hey, don't worry, I'm right there, Joe, tomorrow.
what's your email, George?
ggreen@cityoffair.al.com.
I tried that city email, I can get that thing to work.
It acts funny sometimes, I'll tell you what.
Man, sometimes them emails will get lost, and they won't come in today.
And it,
And then the next thing you know, about a day and a half later, they ain't home. I don't know what it is.
And of course, it has California time on it, so you never know when something was said, you get this, and
No.
I think I was working at 4 AM, you know.
And the thing, that's right, it'll come in, and then sometime, if my computer on, it never just comes straight in. I gotta cut it off, and when it come back up, it might say,
Uploading the templates.
yeah.
Sometimes it'll
I
upload.
don't know what kind of firewall we got,
got.
but it don't let something come in either. Some of it won't even let them come in.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, you wanna, Councilman Ellis, you wanna schedule a meeting now and we'll, for next week or?
We'll talk about next week.
I tell you what,
Just to follow up on this, to have something to get ready for the,
we got 1 week before council meeting.
this week from Monday.
And
Well,
we
you know,
do-
this is not gonna be a final thing with the council either.
No, no, no,
You know how they are, they're not gonna. they're
We
not
wanna
gonna
try
do
to
anything.
narrow something down, bring back and
Come
talk,
back
and
with
then you guys can sit
recommendations,
there and
yeah.
discuss it, that we done got this much of this problem
So about
solved.
2 weeks, I mean, not the next council
It'll be
meeting,
3 weeks.
so in 3 weeks.
Well, you know.
Give them time to go and look at some other
Yeah.
trucks, talk to some people.
Yeah, I gotta catch some people's
But
schedule.
meanwhile, we ought to go ahead and do the Allen Scrap.
I'm already in contact with them. They just trying to get it from, somewhere over at Walmart in Georgia. They're gonna bring it to us.
Okay.
Soon as that truck up, we can kinda start collecting again, and then we can figure out
Okay, and
our process.
that's for y'all to put things in.
Yeah.
Not for
Now,
the
it's
city.
in a secure place.
Okay, I think that's better.
Yeah.
'Cause otherwise-
Can't nobody else get it.
Otherwise, you don't know what's gonna be in
No,
there.
it'll be through in about 2 days.
How many human bodies you're gonna find?
So
Hey, I'm not kidding,
So
you know,
we-
that can happen.
we got that part narrowed down to keep operating.
Yeah,
We just gotta figure out what's the best cost-effective
okay.
decision we need to make.
But being able to try it out with Allen Scrap sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Two, yeah, and we need to get with, maybe we'll do it later, about get with housing authority about, and they need to provide dumpsters.
I got that.
Household stuff,
When
or
Louis-
they need to haul it off, they got maintenance people, they need to haul it off, but we need to look at something.
I'll be honest with you,
Order.
and I ain't really gonna tell you that, but every now and then when they get a bag, they have stuff to dump it out there. The maintenance guy does, so they don't have one.
They need to get a, they.
So we can address that
Yeah.
problem, you know. We try to work with them, you know.
Yeah, you know, we're not trying to hurt them,
No,
but they should pay their way.
yeah, they should. Now, it's not that they come up here all the time, they just might have a little something.
Oh, we look at two, rate increase, maybe $2 or $3 more, I mean, I said 5 earlier about,
Yeah.
for,
I think if they just attached it maybe to garbage or whatever. I know waste away went up on the garbage side anyway.
and put that in there, but we always talk about a garbage increase.
It might be a dollar, I mean, if we get a dollar,
Hold
it'll help anything.
$2, a
Oh, we
$2
going-
increase on your garbage bill,
We
to
going in the hole.
go toward this, I mean,
Let's see.
debris pickup and all this stuff, maybe $2, that's the most, $2, I mean, I don't think people have a problem paying an extra $2 on their bill for that, I wouldn't.
Well, okay. We're losing money now,
Yeah.
and
And a lot of places, a lot of cities in town don't provide this service.
They
Go by
want,
picking
you
up
on your own.
Yeah, yeah.
so, you know, we need to, I think each department that provides a service ought to bring in enough to cover their cost and something like 15% for overhead. Because, you know, it costs something to hire people, it costs something to handle the payroll.
Just look at fuel right now.
Oh, yeah, man.
So anything that we were making, is probably going out the door in fuel right now.
Yeah. So, we need to,
That's why I didn't wanna try to make that long trip over there.
no,
The
more
truck?
wear. and
You're looking
tear.
at 30,000 miles a year if we just go 2 times a day, 2 or 3 times a day. And it wouldn't take you 5 years, you don't owe one out. You know, I'm trying to get away from that. You know, you gotta look at 150, 200,000 miles. With the truck now, you got about 160, 70,000 miles on it. But it's the other components that start breaking down on it. You know, the engine is good, it's a Caterpillar.
Yeah.
But then the next,
Okay.
say, what if the transmission tab, do you put a $10,000 transmission in that truck
Yeah,
that's 16 years old?
yeah, I know.
That's why I like the one-piece truck better, I think.
Yeah, that,
And, you know,
I
it's
see
less,
that around.
it's less moving parts,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
they, both parts
what do you,
come from the same.
what do you all think about a one-piece truck? where it's all,
And it might be the price determine what. Now, they probably gonna cost more to make this trailer and this truck. This truck, what I did see, like a brand new truck around $60,000, $70,000. That's just the truck, it ain't fabricated.
But that's why I say,
And then it might
I
be,
sent
you
you
might be
I
right.
sent you the email the guy sent me, cause I went online and the guy just emailed me sometime last night or whatever, that a sales rep, somebody gonna contact me, I forward that to you, so you can read a number, name and number on that, if you would, you can call that guy and tell him who you are,
Mhm.
and you, that, take me out, you know, you.
Take you out to the-
Take me out of the loop, and you talk to him, and you, that catalog, that Ms. Hunter gonna send that email,
yeah, I'll send it to you.
you got the email, you got a catalog, you can download the catalog, and you just flip through all of it, you got all kind of equipment in there, man, trucks, boom truck, all kind of stuff,
Mhm.
and that's what they do, and they even got financing plan or whatever, we got many options, but we, you know, look at that stuff, y'all decide what you need, man, to work
And
with.
even if they don't take all the money, take some of it maybe and put toward it, you know what I'm saying?
No, we ain't gonna pay the whole $600, but at least.
No, I'm just saying,
but
say if the
but-
truck costs $110,000, you might get 60,000 of this money that we got, and then you ain't financing but 60,000. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got some options here, but
I'll pay for it.
But,
We done with it. We know how our phases, look at that part, but we talk about phases, no, that didn't work out so
if you
well.
want the trash picked up, that's
Well, but the
that's what
phases
we got.
weren't connected to reality.
No, that's why I say,
They were dreams.
they should've went and done it all at one time, been done with it.
Yeah, true. But
But
anyway,
anyway, thank you guys, I
if it,
appreciate it.
yeah, that's what it's gonna take to keep the city clean. We gotta have some reliable equipment,
All right.
and it's done paid for itself over and
All right,
over
well,
again.
again, think about it, all of you, please, and bring your ideas, and next week, or next time we get together, we'll have to see about availability. We'll try something soon. We postponed it, we're not gonna go to the next council meeting, but the one after that. And we'll try to have a plan together, so that gives us 3 weeks to come up with a plan.
As soon as I be done talking to all the people, I'll let you know, then that way you can say, okay, we don't need to meet for 30 minutes or whatever, cause we got it all narrowed down.
Okay, yeah.
I will have it all
Like
worked
I said,
out.
you get down there, take a picture of them trucks that
I will.
they got and whatever, cause I think Lynette got newer trucks. That's a big, nice from Tuskegee, I see it coming out of city of Tuskegee got it, red and black, it's the one-piece truck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they dump at the one in, of course, they're closer to the one in Opelika, in Auburn, but it's a nice truck. I tried to get a picture of it last time I saw it, but it was over inside the fence, dumping stuff, and I'm like, that's a nice truck.
It can be costly, but we can figure
Hey,
it out.
man, I'm talking, everything costs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's saving up some money over there
Yeah.
at Green, if we wasn't doing
And
that.
just the money you're saving from repairs, man, you get something new, you got warranty, you know what you got, you know.
And go over the rules and things and see if you have any ideas.
And the good thing, not cutting you off,
No.
if we ever get one that can consistently run, we might can only run 4 days a week. And that's another thing. Yeah. Cause they had it just about to where they didn't, we was talking, taking some days off, you know, I could give them some other duties, cause, you know, they had it caught up, but boom. They ain't gonna probably take them a month to catch back up now, you know. Yeah.
You know, when it's down for a month, it takes a month to get
Yeah.
caught up.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay,
we appreciate it.
yeah,
Okay.
all right, thank you.
Anything else?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot for all of
I
you.
still think about that cemetery before a change, it ain't in burning, but
Okay.
it's some stuff we can go over and it won't be done on that stuff at the meeting like, well, I didn't know what was going on. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try and get one.
Okay. They guys does a good job, I didn't get a chance to say that.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty tough,